Okay, so you can see how we have a S4 E here. 4 strings from the E string shape. Okay, so you can invoke like the little memory aid, so it's each Chuck good dog here. That's your S4 building up. E, C, G, D. See how it helped me remember them? And then now we don't have a mnemonic for the longs. Okay, well we might. I have no problem doing them. I just look at it as 5, 6, 7 root 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So for some reason I didn't need, um, but they do go in fourths. So the fourth of the 5 is the root. The fourth of the root is 4. Okay. So let's look at our D. Our D starts 2, 3, 4. Then we go right into the long pattern. Okay. So we got 2, 3, 4, and then we go into an S3, an S, um, an S2A extra long. So it's 2 strings, A extra long, 5, 6, 7, root 2, 3. Now we reach the G string. We're going to do the short pattern for the top. And so instead of going, we're going to go, that's it. That's it. We're just going to, the long pattern is going to be 5 to 5 there. And then we're going to pick up the D pattern from its fifth, which is the G string shape. Okay, so because let's say you're playing this E thing here, E shape, you move it down, you're going to its fifth. I sound like I'm a band tuning up now. I can't see. Except for that augmented up there. Don't hit that. Alright, so when you go down, you're going to the fifth in string shapes. Okay, so this is going to be the fifth of the beginning string shape. We're going to come out of this thing, and from its fifth, we're going to go back into the regular pattern. So it'll be 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, root 2, 3, 4, 5. Then we're going to go into the G string shape, 6, 7, root, and then to the D, 2, 3, 4. So that way we've hit our 2 and our 6 open strings here, as opposed to just doing the thing raw with the doubled. Now when I say doubled, no 6 here, I mean don't play this 6. But this is the bad guy because he's taking away from this open string. And somebody said yesterday on a YouTube, open strings just sound better. I'm sorry if I said, a few lessons ago, open strings aren't better. It's better to stay on the same string because it has, if something's a little not quite right, you can't bend an open string any higher than it is. So if it's slack, which I think strings normally would slacken, okay, well, no, you can't. You can't bend an open string unless you have one of those things, some other way to do it. Bending an open string. So, but if everything's up in tune, supposedly they do sound better. So this is the original D shape right here, the real deal D. 5-7-3 right there. 5-7-3. You can always augment it. Okay, so there's your beautiful open string on the 2 there. It's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We have to go into the long pattern right away. Why? Okay, pretend now we have a magic guitar that's longer. So the normal D pattern would be like that. Try that one more time. noticing there, but it makes it easier if you use it to your advantage. That's the thing about guitar. It tries to get harder, but you can use it to your advantage, and then it gets easier from harder, and it stays the same. So we don't want to play that. We don't want to play that doubled here, right? That I just did the long pattern there, did I not? Did I not? For the D pattern, we'll put the capo back on. That was okay. What I just played is the short pattern that you can play D-shaped anywhere. You know, you can play a D-shaped F here. 2, 3, 4. There's your B flat and F. So 1, 2, 3, 4. But we want to play the long pattern now, and we're going to adjust it. First, let's play the raw long pattern with the doubled. Of course, we're not going to double it, but I'll double the string for you anyway. So it's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, root 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right there, doubled. And that threw me for about a year. I just avoided the topic and said, what the heck? You know what? I'm not even going to play the long pattern. I'm going to play right into the short pattern. It's just that with the with certain of the string shapes, it pays to play like from the root. So with the D pattern, if I wanted to just go into the short pattern right away, it'd be a different key, right? So let's say we're in the key of E here. We want to play the short pattern on the D shape. D shape D. We would start here. We start here. Okay, so what I did is just played right into it. I just played one note and then right into that short pattern with a vengeance. So why don't I just do that? So that's what I did for a year. I didn't completely play the next cage up, and you could do that, play the next cage up, but you're not going to have the root. You're just playing 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so then I got a little more civilized and I said, okay, we're going to play the long pattern. Okay, so if we're going to play the root pattern to be root 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, then go into an S4, E7, root 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, root 2, 3, 4. It landed in the same pattern, D, because in cage, D comes after E, right? But still was missing a couple of open strings here. I was like, big deal. Well, now we're going to address that problem. We're not going to double this. We're not going to select the long pattern and then go into that from the E shape here, or from the D shape here. We'll be going into the C shape. We'd be landing on the C shape there, because remember, C up here is 3, 4, 5. So it always goes to the next shape up. You know, so it'll be 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, root 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Warp up 7, root 2. Okay, that's the fourth of the C shape, and then on up to the C shape itself. Okay, we're not going to land on that C shape. What are we going to do? We're going to cut out early. And we're not going to play the 6. We're going to play a modified C4 short right here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, root 2, 3 as usual. Now we get to that evil fourth string from the bottom. If you call the lowest note the bottom, the lowest pitch string the bottom. Okay. And we're going to play just the 4, 5 there. We're not going to play this 6. We're going to go 4, 5. And then we're going to go into to return to the D pattern, but from its fifth. Okay, so if we look at a short D pattern, look at this. Underneath it's the G right there. Okay, if we wanted to get to that G, it'd take a while. When we go in fifths, we're